Tsumihoroboshi.
Welcome back, y'all. My name is AJ, and I'm here to yap about Higurashi when they cry, Chapter 6. Kai, TSUMIHOROBOSHI, as my faithful straight man just said for me in the middle of the black screen when I like to have a nice, clean, open cut. Well, I guess I know I'm putting the intro for today.
Also, guest starring the one black woman I know.
You're token black.
My token black.
You can't say these things, Griffin! You can't
Why
say
not?
these things on my channel!
Why not? You need more diversity on your channel.
You're telling me I need more. Fuck you, my white cis straight white man. Fuck you.
Why you only bring on a cis white man on your channel? You need.
Last time, Rika scared the shit out of Rena, and then it's bleeding. So let's go see. Also, aliens.
Oh yeah.
Aliens.
That could happen.
Let's go find the aliens and eat them. At lunchtime the next day, everyone in class was talking about Rena's disappearance. We're about her safety, but I kept a safe difference from everyone else.
レナはどこに行っちゃったんだろうね。鬼隠しにあったなんていい加減なことを言ってる連中もいるよ。まったく。
Oh, right, we learned Keiichi's backstory. I purged that out of my head. I was going to my right, like, wait, where exactly did we leave off? The jump over here, I was like, oh, right, BB gun.
Oh yeah, BB gun.
So yeah, last night all because Rena told me. And we will never talk about it again.
You just brought it up.
Friends, and we will never talk about it again after that. A sentence bit in my heart, and I couldn't sleep because of the pain.
ミオ、サトコもリカちゃんも話しておきたいことがある。
Damn it, Keiichi.
レナに
I
関
said
す
we're
る
not
こと。
talking about it.
いや、そうじゃない。俺自身についてのことなんだ。
Decided to tell the truth because you are my friend. You are my tomodachi. Life. No, there wasn't. I knew that for sure. But wanted to tell them about it just because I saw it help heal the pain I was feeling.
ケイイチさんのことですの？
I killed
Ah.
people. Yo, me too. Yeah, same. Oh. I'm glad we're all friends then.
俺が引っ越してくる前のことなんだ。当時の俺は勉強しか脳のないやつだった。
One of the tricks of the game called studying at my cram school. I enjoyed the sense of superiority I felt by getting good grades. I kept studying just because I wanted to look down on the other students. Yeah, fuck you. When the grades got better, my parents got happier, and my teachers praised me. I felt good. When I looked down at the students who were good at running, dodgeball, swimming, that was the only reason I kept studying. Before I knew it, now I was top of my class, I was top of my school. I think I was a more important student there. During lunch break, I enjoyed a sense of feeling superiority. It just showed them my, you know what, Keiichi, shut the fuck up. I don't really care at this point. I want to go back to the aliens and the parasites. All right, you had this chance during questions. This was not an answer I needed. I guess I did say that Keiichi needed something he needed to apologize for. I guess it was his BB gun massacre.
Yeah.
You remember that one Cloudy of a Chance meatball scene I showed you?
Yes. That's what he did. That was fun. That's what he actually did. Yes.
BB gun! BB gun, BB gun!
Fucking snuff film in the middle of Cloudy Chance of Meatball.
This little boy wanted to be praised when I did something better than everyone else. First of all, my son worked homework because my parents praised me for it, and I took charge of cleaning duties at school because my teacher praised me for it. So when they stopped praising me for what I did, I began to feel as though my life had no meaning. Parents used to give me an allowance that was proportional to how good my grades were, so I get a substantial amount of money for my age. I don't have a natural interest in violence, so just looking because of my frustration at the time. I took an interest in BB guns. You shoot your eye out, kid. First I shot a cardboard box. It was fun. Being violent in a piece of cardboard relieves a lot of stress. Nobody blamed me for doing that. So when I started wanting to do something I should have never done. The box may be chemical and says, do not shoot at people. Are BB guns like banned in most states these days? Guess I was just immature. Wasn't interested in studying more, but I focused myself to do so anyway. My parents forced me to go to several scam schools. I was mad at them for that. So I told them why I didn't want to study anymore. But I have time to courage to do that. So I used my frustration as an excuse to do something cowardly. I shot at kids who were younger than I was with my BB gun. Gave me such a thrill. What a thrill.
In darkness.
And silence. I say no personal grudge against the kids I shot. When kids passed through the deserted street, they met the requirements to become my target. To mean to hurt them. I shot them
I
once.
just wanted to shoot him with a BB gun.
I just wanted to fucking pop a cap in them. They react all because BB gun hit the sticker part of the clothes or something. Like that, so I started shooting until they noticed they were being hit. Then they escalated to a barrage of gunfire. Ah! I deserve to do something bad to balance out the good thing I'm doing. Unbelievably selfish excuse I made. I thought I had the right to do things like that because I was suffering myself. I saw people who were suffering with like I deserve
Suffering.
So selfish, so arrogant, so mature. I was disgusted with myself. Commit myself at that time, I would give myself with a punch in the face so hard and knock all of my teeth out. It's got me a series of attacks on school children. Principal of my school told the morning sun before everyone in the case. The morning to be careful of playing outside. I was laughing sneakily. The PTA should learn everyone to take advice the safest way to and from school. Parents took turns watching kids as they walked between home and their schools and groups. The more serious it got, the more reminded me of the excitement I first felt when my grades started going up. Absorbing the game I was playing. I was thinking I'd get caught someday. I didn't even think to stop doing it either.
You're pretty cool. Don't come to Miss Chia's class tomorrow.
Walking down narrow dark street, all alone. She was a very small girl. I don't know if she was on her way to a friend's house or something, but she was running on an errand. I didn't care which. Careless her to go out alone. The school warned her not to. Dumb bitch. I guess. No excuse, and attacked her. Headshot. Shots hit in the back. She noticed she was being attacked by someone. She turned around and it was a natural reaction. Time I didn't hesitate to rain the hell upon her. Ah! Do you not need to reload, my dude? But this girl was different.
Yeah.
She thrashed around in excruciating pain, holding one of her eyes. So I did not realize what happened right away. BB gun had hit her in the eye.
Ooh.
Well, I didn't think what would happen when a pillow used to go to a cardboard box, hit an eyeball. Oh, it went through the box. Oh, damn! I forgot how strong those things are. For the first time.
You got to be a couple of yards from it to go to a cardboard box, though.
She saw me, so I couldn't take her to her hospital. Couldn't do anything about it, so I left her there while she was still screaming in pain.
From what I can tell here, he's like a couple stories up, shooting down an alleyway, so like, you know, it wouldn't actually like pierce her eye or anything.
You shoot your eye out, kid.
Yeah, it can still blind you.
But he took a book and studied the medical and saying, walking into this person lose her vision. Anyone makes this sin I committed with illness if I found out that she wouldn't lose her sight. Couldn't sleep that night and I suffered from a high fever. My parents, my teachers,
had a
fever. Did. I was like, I did something so, his body was like Zuko, like, you did something so against your nature, fuck you. We were shocked at first, but seemed like they understood the situation quickly due to my recent disobedient behavior and my interest in BB guns. Oh, well, we really should put it together. Mom cried hysterically, and Dad slapped me in the face till it swelled up. The thing came up and turned myself to believe accompanied by my parents. Let's go stare at me with a stunned expression. I have to receive that kind of look. Okay, when it's explained this way, when you build up to it, I get the severity more than what was happening last episode.
今まで
Yeah,
隠してい
right.
て
Whenever like he explains it from the
What about
beginning, and it's like, oh man, I feel like shit. This
なん
is
で
like, yeah,
そんなことを
relatively,
今
this
頃
is the
になっ
worst
て
thing that I've ever
わざわ
done.
ざ言おうと思ったわけ？
It is a bad thing he did. Like, don't get me wrong, but we were in the middle of aliens, conspiracies. We just recently hit a dead body.
まあ
Yeah.
そりゃそうだよな
Rena's
Fucking
neck is
cool, bro.
bleeding. Now's not the
That's
time for her to be freaking out about this.
そんなことわざわざ言い出す必要あったのかな
I mean, Rena did.
いや
Rena was the one who brought it up.
隠し事をす
Yeah,
る
it's
なん
just
て
like Rena. I feel like even to your
仲間じ
mind,
ゃ
this
ない
is
よ
not
俺
equivalent.
は
Yeah.
みんなのことを仲間だと思ってるだからもう隠してなんかいられなかったんだ
ケイイチはそれを僕たちに話して何を期待しているのですか？
期待なんて別にないよ俺はただ
許しが欲しくても僕にはあげられないのです。ケイイチが怪我をさせた人たちにしかそれは与えられませんのです。
Oh
だ
man,
か
again,
ら
the triple judgment
僕た
stare.
ちにそれを話しても何の期待にも応えられないのですよ。リカの言う通りですわね。潔いのは認めますけれど、そんなことを私たちに打ち明けてどうしたいって言うんですの？
どうしたいってことはないよただ仲間に隠し事は
Okay, look, to be honest, last night I met Rena, she was scratching her neck out. I was sent confession of my past. Took as bitter medicine. I got what I deserved. Bro, did I
ケイちゃんさ
ask?
ちょいとここで質問なんだけどさ仲間に隠し事ってしたらいけない
Thank
わけ
you, Mion. Oh my god.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
Leon
like-
using all the
隠し事
brain
をしない
cells
の
in
が
this
仲間み
group.
たいな話だけどさ
It'd be
お
like-
じさんはそんなの嫌だ
What the
ね
fuck do you mean you can't keep secrets? Like, fucking,
僕も嫌です。
I've got secrets. I'm not gonna
Like-
tell my friends about them. What the fuck
Like,
you
if
talking
it's a
about?
secret that, like, directly affects your friend and hiding it is hurting,
Yeah.
is hurting them, even if they don't know it, yeah. It'd be like, oh,
Yeah.
by the way, I killed your
話したくな
mother.
いことや辛いこと悲しいこと
That's a
Like-
secret if you keep from that, you're an awful
それを
human
全部打
being.
ち明けないと仲間
Right.
と呼
But
べ
like,
ない
it's
ん
a
なら
personal
私
secret.
はそんな仲間はいらないね
It's like how Rena didn't tell him,
Demo-
like, yeah, I don't think you
Soreja-
guys need to know about my
Keiichi-
series of mental hospital visits
打ち明
and
けなくていい
mental
こと
breakdowns
と
in my past school.
打ち明けなくてはならないことは違いますのです。罪は許しを得るために打ち明けなくてはならない。でも打ち明けて許された罪はもう打ち明ける必要はないのですよ。
It just comes off as a persecution
そう
complex.
ですわね。だってケイチさんはちゃんとおまわりさんのところに行って怒られてきたんでございましょ
Oh, okay, okay, I'm liking where this is
それ
going
で
now.
償いをして許してもらえたな
What
ら
more do you have to do?
それでケイチさんの罪はおしまいですわよ。
自首してその結果を受け入れたならそれでケイちゃんのお務めは終わりだよもちろんケイちゃんが罪の十字架を背負い続けることはとても大切なこと二度と過ちを繰り返さないよう常に胸に刻み続けるのは正しいことだよでも
But
ね
that's just to make
そ
sure
れ
you don't
は
make
ケ
the
イちゃ
same
んが
mistake
自
again.
戒すること
Literally.
であって打ち明けなくちゃいけないことではない
そうですわよ。
I appreciate all the wise words of advice, guys, but I'm gonna remember this in the future, just in case.
み
Just in case. Yo, one of y'all do something, do exactly what you're blaming Keiichi doing right now. Okay? I'm filing that. You are giving out very wise life advice, but I'm filing this in, stop killing each other. Save that for Go Satsu. Man, look at them and look back at me. Look
今
back at your men, now look
サ
back
ト
at
コは
me.
とて
Look
もいい
back
こ
at
と
your
を言っ
men,
た
they
と
look
思う
back at
ケイちゃん
me.
にはどの部分がわかる
過去の話は内緒にしたいというところか
違う違うその次の部分誰にだってあるってところだよ無菌室の試験管の中で育った人間でもない限り人の人生は試行
Okay,
錯
can you
誤の
guys go
繰り
tell
返し
Rena
だと思
this?
ういいことも悪いことも
Alright,
い
that's
ろ
how
いろ
this
な
whole
ことを
thing
繰り返
started.
して成長してそれで最後の最後に素晴らしい人間になれればいいんじゃない
Subarashi.
いいことも悪いことも全てとても大切な経験なんだと思うそれは誰でも同じでケイちゃんだけじゃない私
Well,
に
you
も
know,
サ
having
ト
a
コにも
past that you regret
Ika
doesn't
ちゃん
mean
に
that
も
you're
いやいや
unworthy of friendship.
クラスの全員にも当てはまることなんだよ
例えば
We did hide
ミーは
bodies,
もっと
though.
昔は札付きの悪猫さんだったのですよ。にゃーにゃー。
まあ本当はあんまり言いたかないんだけどね。私から見ればモデルガンで闇討ちなんてかわいいもんだって。
ACAB.
私なんか
Fuck
レ
the
ンガとか投げ
police.
つけてたよ。いやほんと警察に何度お世話になったことやら。ダム戦争の最中はちょっとした留置場常連だったよ。いやいや本当に。
Yeah, kid, you're kind of weedhead juniors.
And I had a cause to do it. Like I was fighting from my hometown.
そしてそれを
You just were annoyed at
必要はない
school.
のです仲間であってもなのです
Okay, okay. I get it, Mio.
仲間であっても。
私だってとても言えないような苦い過ちや罪がいくつもあります。でも言わないのは言っても仕方がないからですわ。
Crimes?
言って楽になるなら
Girl,
私
you're
たちもしてよ。
10.
でもね、仲間だから言わなければならないなんてルールはな
I
い。
have no doubt that she's probably still.
むしろ仲間なら言いたくない過去を察し
Probably
てあえて聞かないのが
innocent after
本当の仲間なん
I
じゃない？
killed a man.
それはそうだけど。
I mean, we know that she did
ケイちゃんが
trespassing.
打
At
ち明
least.
けて楽になったならそれでいいよ。私たちは今日の話をすぐにでも忘れる。それに今日の話を聞いたからケイちゃんとの接し方を変えるようなこ
Oh
と。
yeah, remember she was rebelling against
ケイ
her.
イチが前の町で
Yeah,
したことなんて
her step-parents
今の
along
ケ
the
イ
way.
イチと何の関係もないのです。今のケイイチが僕たちにとってかけがえのない仲間であ
Okay,
る
okay,
のなら
maybe like that's a little harsh way to
前の
put it.
町
I don't
の
want to
こと
know
なんて
anything about you before you
僕
came
は
here.
知り
I'm
たく
like,
ないのです
I
よ。
mean, it's nice to
理科の言う通りでござい
know
ますわ。
about someone's
逆
past,
に
like
前の
pretend to
町で
get.
どんなに善行を積もうともこちらに来て嫌な人だったなら前の町の善行なんかしたことじゃありませんわね。
Bro, just don't
ってことはさ、
trauma dump ever.
ケイちゃん、
That is the don't
前の
don't
町での
talk to
十
me.
字架は
Bro, just
ケ
don't
イちゃん
trauma
が
them.
密かに胸に
Like,
秘
I
める
know
こ
that's
と
not
で
what
あっ
they're
て
saying, but
こっちでわざわざ口にする必要
if I
なん
don't
てない
laugh,
ん
I
じゃ
get
ない？
depressed.
unprompted
Yeah.
trauma dump just walks up to you in the middle of class and be like, "Hey, I'm gonna tell you something that I seriously regret."
私はそいつ
Well,
の
as
こと
long as we're
を
not
言うね。
keeping secrets anymore. By the way, I met Rena at the junkyard last night. Everyone just looks at
ど
him
うして
like,
恥じることがございます
you
ね
didn't open with that?
もし過去の過ちを一生取り戻せなかったら
Lord of
私
the
た
Living
ちは
can
何の
never
ため
earn
に生き続け
redemption.
ますの？
Exactly.
サトコは過去にとても甘えん坊さ
There's
んで
no
した。
point
そ
in
れを
just
後悔
continuing
して
to
今
apologize
は
over
こん
and
なに
over.
も元気で頑張っていますのです。
That does not come off the tongue as well as without love. It cannot be
僕は
seen.
今のサトコはとても素晴らしいと思いますです。昔どうだったかなって。
But I feel like this is what they've been building to since chapter 1.
理科
Of course, like
ケイ
they're
ちゃん
talking
のこ
about,
とどうよ。
you don't have to keep apologizing over and over.
例えば私が
We've
留
seen
置
we've
場
seen
常
people
連の
do
札付き
since
だ
the
とし
beginning
た
of the
ら
game.
私への見方を変える？
Alright, so go tell Rena that now. I think she needs that lesson a little bit more right now than me.
いつものように楽しくふざけ合える関係は何も変わらないでしょ？それが仲間っても
Also,
んだよ。
Mion, how's your sister doing?
Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Keon. What is she doing right now? Fuck.
Talking with her ghost boyfriend.
Yeah.
先に言っとく。
Mine.
俺はサトシのことは何も知らない。みんなが隠してたからな。
What?
Ka-
This is from
隠してた
chapter
ってわ
1!
けじゃ。
毎年起こる事件のこと隠してたろ。
What the fuck is happening?
それはケイちゃんを。
Wait. We got trying to cheer me up with the courage and smile her, but her expression made distorted all of a sudden. Big tear drops above my eyes. Okay, so he's having a flashback.
怖がらせたくなかったってのか？
This is when he was practicing a swing in the yard.
いや、そんなつもりじゃ。
Mia didn't know what to say. She had tears in her eyes. She thought she did me a favor. She didn't know why it turned out like this. She didn't want me to make me scared of the village since I just moved here. Well, for what reason did she need?
ミオンに直にダム現場で事件がなかったかって聞いたよな。ミオンはないって言ったじゃないか。バラバラ殺人があったのによ。
I mean, you didn't need to know about that.
ごめん。嘘ってわけじゃ。
仲間ってのは隠し事なんかなしだろ。そうだろ。じゃあお前らは仲間じゃない。
That's what Rena told him in chapter 1.
Mm-hmm.
What are friends? What are friends? What were friends to me? They were my true nakama. They really cared about me. It was so nice to me and helped me feel home. We're just gonna not talk about the fact that Keiichi is having flashbacks to past chapters right now. Everything was great, wasn't it?
ケイちゃん、そうなのって。
You know, it seemed like she didn't know what to say. Her eyes looked moist. It's hard to believe she was really acted like this. It wasn't like Mion at all. I could feel her pain. She was in pain because she didn't know what I was blaming her for. She looked sad, but I didn't notice her pain. So I thought I was her friend. I didn't understand her feelings. I didn't trust her. Just used the word friends, but I didn't do anything like what friends were supposed to do.
そうだった。俺はクズだったんだ。ミオンはミオンだったんだ。俺の最高の仲間だったんじゃないか。どうしてミオンを疑っちまったんだ。どうして。
ケイちゃんさ、
Okay.
最近元気ないよね。
Is this
都
chapter
会
2?
から引っ越してき
No,
たん
no,
だ
okay,
も
this
ん
is-
きっと今頃になって疲れが出てきたんだよ。それで風邪をひいたんじゃないかな。
そっかそっか。
Why does everyone catch?
Yeah,
Why do you guys think
maybe
everyone
you'll
catches
get it,
colds that easily?
バッチャが今日おはぎを作ってるんだよ。いくつか分けてもらって、
Oh,
ケイちゃんへ
Sonozaki.
のお見舞いにでもしてあげるか。
Your grandmother cooks? Don't you have people for that?
こんなミオン手を洗んとね。おいやレナちゃん、一つやってるんかい。
へえ、おはぎ作りって面白そうですね。レナも一つだけ作らせてもらおうかな。よいしょよいしょ。
そうだそうだ、いいこと思いついたよ。
なにみーちゃん。あ、その小瓶何かな。
甘いおはぎだけじゃ退屈しちゃうだろうからね。うち一つにはクリティカルヒットでタバスコを混ぜておいてあげよう。
Oh, she actually said Tabasco. That's right. That's what happened. They only brought organ food and I got better. They only tried to cheer me up. Why'd I get so scared of them? We had lunch at Angel Mort. I grew terrified. I mean, are we gonna ignore the needle that was in there?
ケイチくん、顔色悪いよ。もう横になった方がいいと思うな。
そうだね。私たちはもう帰ろう。
You just wanted to cheer me up with a joke. But because I look so serious.
じゃあね、ケイちゃん。
Please get better soon. Hope we can hang out in the club together tomorrow. There's no more way of saying goodbye.
明日学校休んじゃ嫌だよ。
First of all, have I ever visited my classmates who weren't absent with a cold? No, I haven't. Never done such a nice thing to anybody because it's too much of a bother. But he did that for me. Say I'm visiting a friend in the hospital, but I just caught a cold. They came to visit me with Ohagi so I could get better soon. I should have been thankful to them, said I'll get better soon, I'll sure can come to school tomorrow. So I'll see you then. That's what I was supposed to say. But what did I do instead? I locked the door. I closed the door and locked it as rejecting them. What was I so scared of? What was I so afraid of? Why did I say words of appreciation to my friends who cared about me? Just scared of the ohagi they brought for me. What was I thinking? Not possible there was a needle in one of them. It wasn't actually a needle at all. I guess he never did find it again.
He never found it again.
Instead of somehow putting razor blades in Neil's food, it scared me so much that I believed it could also happen to me for some reason. And I thought there was a needle in the ohagi. You were so stupid, Keiichi! Why'd your friend put a needle in the food they only want you to make you get better? It was crazy to think like that. Even if there was a needle in one of them, I should have thought it was some kind of mistake. I should have believed my friend's innocence. Or he was like, whoops. I never liked that Keiichi anyway. Pound. Splatter. Smash. I see the ohagi that they spend so much effort making on the floor. Why? Why did I do that? I got along so well with them. Moved to Hinamizawa and I made friends for the first time in my life. They were my best friends. My nakama. meeting was the most wonderful experience of my life. I probably never have another one like that for the rest of my days. I knew that, but I got scared and I doubted them. They noticed that I was acting odd. That's why they called the manager, EDA. They saw the sedative might help me relax so I could get better. That's why they carried me up my room.
It's the same word for manager as doctor.
I still don't think that's an appropriate, like, like, hey, Keiichi, you're kind of having, like, a freak out. We're gonna send a doctor to knock you out and bring you home. Is that, like, the EDA's way of doing things? It's like chapter 3, like, he was talking to the staff, like, yeah, so, this boy's cuckoo, slipping something into the tea. I'm like, I don't think that this falls under the Hippocratic Oath. You know what? I still don't like EDA. He's a bad doctor. Well, I should check my heartbeat with a stethoscope. So she's just trying to draw graffiti on my shirt like she did to Tomikage-san as punishment for the game he lost. Yes. That's why Mion took a felt marker out of her pocket. I found a felt marker. She bought a marker from home because she was just doing something funny. You know, for the funny. She tried to cheer me up by making me take a punishment for fun rather than nursing me because that's what Mion's like. So she went to the trouble of bring a felt marker to my house because she wanted to cheer me up. And held me down tightly. Mion came close to me to write something on my shirt. Mion whispered words she was going to write on my shirt. I heard them. I heard them clearly. I heard them what she was going to write on my shirt. I hope you get well soon, Mion. Now give me your pudding. You're gonna need to understand AJ channel lore to get that reference. Why did the marker look like a syringe to me? Why did I think Mion was going to kill me? It was impossible. It's impossible, blame Oishi. It's all his fault. Why did I misunderstand Mion was going to kill me? Numbness my head receded slowly. I felt blood start rushing through my entire body again. How long was I squatting down there? For a few minutes? A lot longer than that. I looked at the clock, the hands weren't moving at all, as they stopped when I had my eyes closed. Really? The atmosphere in the room wasn't filled with insanity like it was earlier, but quiet and gray. Rena wasn't holding me down, Mion wasn't about to give me an injection. Was all that just some kind of illusion? Was I just paranoid out of the fuck of my mind? Or is this my paranoid delusion trying to reassure myself of what happened? I don't know anymore! Zero, Rena, Mion. I doubted my sanity for a moment, at the same time felt like some kind of relief, too. The scary incident was just an illusion, after all. I never knew Mion would have done such a terrible thing to me. Tears started forming in my eyes. My emotions were running high. Why? It wasn't a question why tears were forming in my eyes. Why? It was a question of my sadness. Why did I feel so sad? I don't know. I don't know. You don't know? What do you mean you don't know? You do know! So stupid! What the hell was I doing? So pathetic and helpless? Mion just tried to cheer me up, that was all. I liked her so much, she was my nakama. She was older than me, but she hung out with me like we were the same age. She was the first one that came to talk to me in class. She was so nice to me, but Mion was lying down in a natural position near the window. She was covered in dusky red blood from her head to her chest. The red fluid splattered on the wall was Mion's. What had I done? What had I done? I would never forgive myself.
俺、みんなのこと、本当に友達だと思ってたんだぜ。
Why? Why did all this happen? Was there nothing fun in my life at my old school? When I talked to anyone, it was only ever about my chances of passing the entrance exams to the schools we wanted to go to. My life was shaded in gray. My friends were my rivals and enemies to vie with for school recommendation and test scores. My friends here taught me how unnatural death was. This whole month was a blast. We were raised the roof over lunch, our club activities, and the festival. A warm liquid flowed out of my eyes. To my surprise, it was my tears. I didn't have any obligation to cry for them, but I couldn't stop it. Even though they attempted to kill me, even though they almost killed me, I could never forget the memories we made during the past month. Oh, were those fun days fake? Was it an act that just kept playing perfectly to set me up until today? Was it only me who believed that they were my friends? It couldn't be. Rena and Mion, they were my friends for real. Those happy days couldn't have just been a performance. Rena and Mion must have been forced by somebody to kill me. Or that extraordinary existence called Oishiro-sama possessed them and took over their consciousnesses. No matter what it was, both Rena and Mion were my best friends. I was stupid! I was such a fool. Baka mitai. Baka mitai. I wasn't making any sense at all. I killed my best friends! They're my best friends! Then why didn't I trust them? Why didn't I just listen to them? I beat them to death. Who did I think I was? I made it sound like I didn't do anything wrong. I felt like everybody went crazy except me. I was such a fool. It was the other way around. Of course it was. I was the one who went crazy.
Kei-chan?
俺は
What? Sorry.
俺はなんてことをしてしまったんだよ。なんてこと。
Mio's still alive. I have a memory of beating her to death because I couldn't trust her. But that's a memory from a non-existent different world. Even though it happened in a different world, I killed Mion. Realize how deep that sin was. I even thought until now that Mion was at fault for being killed.
どうしたんですの、ケイイチさん。
わかんない。ケイちゃん、落ち着いて落ち着いて。私は生きてるよ。ケイちゃんになんか殴り殺されてたまらかっての。
Okay, I guess he must have said some of that out
ね
loud.
そうですわよ。ケイイチさんごときの遅れを取るようなのは我が部にはおりませんでしたよ。
違うんだ。違うんだ。
Mion started to look confused, having no idea why I was crying. But I couldn't help myself. I learned just now I could earn redemption by confessing my sin. But I could never earn redemption for this, not from Mion. No matter how much I cried in this world, nobody could give me forgiveness. So I could never earn redemption for this sin. Right then, Chie-sensei came in and noticed me crying. You wouldn't see a teenage boy crying like that very often. Chie-sensei asked me what was going on, but I couldn't hear anything. Mion started to look confused. They now explained the situation. Rika's not saying anything. Okay, first me with my sobs.
ケイイチは覚えているのですか、レナとミーを殺したことを。
そうだ。俺が殺したんだ。殺したんだ。なのに俺は何の罪も認めずに、まるで自分は被害者のつもりで死ぬ最後の瞬間まで仲間を呪って恨んで血がいっぱい出て、そして結局何の後悔もなく一人で勝手に死んだ。
Caught my itchy throat in a phone booth. I didn't notice my sin. And I died alone.
ケイイチ、あなたの罪に気づきましたのですか。
気づいた。こんなにも今頃になって俺は気づいたよ。思い出したんだ。ここじゃない別のよく似た世界で俺はなぜか仲間たちに疑心暗鬼を持って殺してしまったんだ。仲間たちは俺に救いの言葉をかけていたはずなんだ。なぜそれに耳を傾けられなかった。どうしてだよ。
I didn't care if people were staring. Just kept crying. Wanted to transmute my sin to my tears in order to squeeze it out of me. That one kid who always hates these fuckers in class, like, man, I hate this school! Tears of regret for doing something irreversible. At that time, I felt something touching my head. Opened my eyes and saw Rika-chan patting my head gently. I didn't need any comfort. I didn't deserve any comfort from Rika-chan. But the words she spoke to me were the words once of comfort.
ケイイチを許しましょう。ケイイチは 自分で自分の罪に気づきましたのです。それはとても偉くて普通ではありえないことなのです。だから誰も圭一の偉さがわからなくてそれを許してあげることはできませんのです。でも僕にはそれを許すことができます。僕には圭一の凄さがわかるのです。
リカちゃん、
私はこれが奇跡であることがわかる。だってこれはありえないことなのだもの。あなたが別の自分の罪に気
Voice
づ
is
くなん
slowly
て
shifting.
絶対にありえないこと。なのにあなたはそれに気づけた。それはきっとこの地上に具現するどんな奇跡すらも霞むほどのもので信じら
You
れ
wanna
ない
tell me what's going on, Rika?
尊いの。
I understand Rika was Chan was saying, but I felt like she's the only one who understood the impossible memory I had. Can you explain to me what's happening here?
今のあなたにならわかるはず。リュウグウ・レナがどういうことになっているのか。
ああ、わかるぜ。あの時の俺と同じなんだ。仲間のことを信じたくて信じたくてしょうがないのに信じられないんだ。どんどん自分がおかしくなっていくのにそいつがわからなくて世界の方がおかしくなったって信じてやがるんだ。どうすりゃ救えるかなんてわからねえよ。わからないんだ。だって俺はダメだった。結局死ぬまで、いや死んでも気づけなかったんだ。それをレナに気づかせるなんてどうやって。救えないよ、救えない。俺がそうだったからよくわかるんだ。どうやったってもう救えないんだ。
Calm down, Keiichi. I did fail, but that didn't mean Rena would too. There was no excuse not to save her because I thought she'd fail. After all, what did Rena do back then? I was totally going mad, but she risked her life to save me. In my room in that world, I beat her many times with a metal bat. But she was smiling. She knew I was scared, and that's why she smiled for me. Beat her so many times her arms were broken, her forehead was cut open. I remembered Rena didn't block her head. And at the very last moment, she opened her arms towards me, like she was looking for a hug. But I still doubted her. Raised the metal bat up high. And told me then that it was okay.
私を信じて。
My friend still told me to believe in her. She told me to trust her. But I still didn't. I lost it and I attacked her. She was in danger. She was actually killed. But she didn't even block her head. Instead, she used her arms to reach out for me. Rena continued to say those words until the moment she died. Trust me. Please. Trust me. She risked her life to save me. To her very last moments, she kept telling me to believe in her. But she didn't listen. For so long, I truly believed that I didn't do anything wrong.
リカちゃんに許してもらえて少し心が。
Is everyone else still around me, or are they all T-posing right now?
同じ形で滅ぼさなきゃならないんだ。レナの目は俺が覚ます。
Rena risked her life to save me. She cared about me up to her very last moments. She trusted me. She believed that her words would reach my heart, and she kept saying them. Until I cracked her skull. I don't care if I die. Rena died for me. I can die for her too! I was such a fool for failing to understand my friend's feelings. That's why I understand what she was saying. But Rena might be different.
この世界はもう狂っちまった。でもだからといって諦めていいなんてことはねえんだよな。諦めるってことは信じないってことだ。俺はレナを、仲間の絆を信じるぜ。
仲間。
だからまだ間に合うんだ。惨劇は回避できる。運命には抗える。俺たちはあがく。 そしてつかめるんだ。その先の未来ってやつをな。
Yuki-chan nodded with a serious look on her face, and she put her hand in the pocket of her skirt.
ケイイチ、私も諦めない。この世界から
You have pockets?
希望を失ってたまるものか。私は数えきれない失敗に疲れ果ててた。だから世界が狂い出すことに諦めを感じるようになってた。だからもうレナがどうなろうと知ったことではないと昨べ思った。でもそれは間違いだった。戦おうとする意志がこんなにも美しく神々しくて、
Miracles, huh?
そして
Miracles.
運命すらねじ曲げかねない奇跡が起こせることを知った。だから私はあなたと共に戦おう。もう一度戦おう。何度でも戦おう。その先の未来に至れるまで何度でも。リカとケイチさんが
What are you two talking
わかり
about?
ませんでしたよ。
What are you two fucking talking about?
Chie's like, they're like calling the police.
ケイチがすごいだけなので
I'm
す。
the main character.
私の高尚な脳みそではさっぱりでしたよ。
Yuki-chan touched Satoko's forehead to hers. Don't worry, we'll see you in the anime.
いつかは思い出してあげてください。あなたが抗えぬ不幸の袋小路に囚われた時、ケイイチはあなたを救おうと
Yeah, so don't throw him off a
全身
bridge,
全霊
please.
をかけて戦ってくれたことを。
That'd be a very dickish thing to do.
さんがですの眉唾でございますわよ。
Hard to believe.
ね、ケイイチ。
Yuki-chan looked at me, smiling as waiting for my agreement. Wasn't sure if I could risk my life for Satoko. No, I was sure. I'd risk my life for her. Satoko was my friend. If anyone tried to make her unhappy, I beat them without hesitation. It's my life to save her. With that, maybe I need to find better ways to deal with my problems. I need to know to Rika-chan. She nodded back to me, looking happy.
前原君。
What is going on? Finally calm down and she asked me that.
いえ、なんでもないんです。
Excuse me, I have to leave class for the rest of the time now.
それより、ミオ。
何？
Walked towards her. Mion stepped back, not knowing what was going to do. She bumped into the blackboard.
何ケイちゃん、マジな顔でどうしたの？
Held Mion tightly. Still didn't know what was going on. She still didn't know what's going on. Her face turned red. Crying on her shoulder, I told her the following.
すまなかった。本当にすまなかった。
何がよ、ケイちゃん。おじさん、本当に何のことかわかんないよ。
わかんなくてもいい。わかんなくてもいい。わかんなくてもいいから。聞いてくれ。本当にすまなかった。そして、おはぎ、うまかったぜ。本当にうまかった。元気が出た。だから、俺、明日からちゃんと学校に通えるから、また明日も、学校で会おうなって。それが、言えなくて、今日まで、感謝の言葉が遅れて、本当にすまなかった。俺はミオンを、いや、仲間を誰だろうと二度と疑わない。二度とだ。絶対にだ。だからミオン、あの日の俺をどうか許してくれ。
Mia must have no idea what I was talking about. Of course, I didn't either. I didn't understand what I was talking about. But my sin wasn't forgiven yet. I needed to confess my sin in order to receive her forgiveness.
ミオンが命を懸けてくれたことを俺は知ってる。だからいつかミオンに何かの不幸が訪れたら 俺は絶対に命をかけて助けるからな。絶対だ。約束する。
ケイちゃん照れるな。
Mia's face was bright red. She didn't know what was going on. Sadako was blushing too, with a confused look on her face. But Ika-chan and I understood everything. We weren't accept a tragedy. We couldn't give up just because the world was going out of order. We were going to fight against fate to the very last moment. Mian fought for me. Rena fought for me. That's why I was going to fight for Rena. I should probably go right now, because God knows what she's doing. Okay, good. I am going right now, because God knows what she's doing right now.
Alright.
Chia, I gotta go. Bye. Someone's being held at a traditional Japanese restaurant in Shishibone City. A black cart stopped in front of it. There was 3 burly cops got out of it, followed by Oishi. They were welcomed by the Sonozaki core members in equally black suits.
AJ. AJ. Hey.
Hey.
How about that, huh?
How about that?
What do you think is going on now?
That Keiichi remembers past events, and because he's finally able to confess his sin, he's gonna find some way to break free from this cycle.
Alright.
But we have 2 episodes left, so it's gonna go horribly. It's gonna go horribly.
Remember episode 6 of Yume Neko?
Yes, but let's not talk about it in detail.
Or it's not. Yeah. But yeah. It's good that it seems to be enough to figure out what's going on by episode 6 of both.
Yeah, you kind of need to.
Yeah.
Because if you get 7 and you still don't get the hints that 6 does in either games, then you're like, okay, I think we're dragging our feet here a bit. We're being too aloof, you know? Okay, but the question is, will Keiichi be able to save Rena? I don't think so. Anyway, why did please me with the Sonozaki?
今日はお招きいただきまして光栄です。遅刻しちゃって申し訳ないですね。
お客人、ご案内いたします。
You were a tall motherfucker. Sign saying reserved at the entrance. Oichi and his subordinates were taken inside. So they walked to the restaurant's pretentious landscaped garden. They came to a gorgeous Japanese-style entrance. The woman who was waiting at the entrance was Kasai. I was the woman I butchered that sentence.
With Kasai.
With Kasai. The woman at the entrance was Kasai. My aunt's mother, Akane.
いやどうも園崎社長さん。本日はお招きをいただき
What do you want? Why are you here at the final hour?
ようこそいらっしゃいました。ご多忙中のはるばるのお越し、心より感謝いたします。
いえ。今日はごちそうになりますよ。ここの料亭は湯葉が有名ですからね。ね。どんなごちそうか楽しみです。
Never had that.
Doesn't sound too appetizing.
それから葛西さんもお久しぶり。直接会うのはだいぶ久しぶりになりますね。
We haven't met since the war.
ご無沙汰をいたしております。
まあなんかこの度はお互い戦争状態に突入しちゃってるようですが。
It's a negotiations.
白黒穏便に
You were right about one thing,
大人のル
Master.
ールに従って決着で
The
きたらと思って
negotiations
ま
were
す。
short.
こっちゃ全面戦争はいつでも大丈夫です、ね。
I can't remember
いえ、そのようなつもりはもうと。
Mom Sonozaki's name.
Akane?
そりゃこちらもやりたかはないです。
She's Qui-Gon.
あんたが粘ると血の雨が降るって評判ですからね。私もいい年なんで、もう流血沙汰はごめんしたいところです。
Alright guys, so there's been a big misunderstanding. Let's not start a war here.
それではご案内いたしま
A
す。
girl?
どうぞこちらへ。
Who's going cuckoo?
主催自らのご案内痛み入りますよ。
そうそう。招待状の名前は私で出させていただきましたが、今日の主催は本家でございます。わけあって招待状の名前を変えさせていただいたことをお詫びいたします。
本家
Family.
ですか。防弾チョッキを着に戻ってもいいですか
I'm
ね
gonna go back. You should have been wearing that beforehand. To be perfectly honest.
He's like, ah, I'm joking. I'm already wearing it.
Mion's there, like fully strapped out. Your school uniform function as her formal dress. That's fucking lame. It's so we'll have to make another asset for her.
これはどうも。園崎家の次期当主のお嬢さん。今日はお招きくださり光栄です。
本日はようこそお越しくださいました。まずはおかけになってください。
Mion politely welcomed the Kopo, daunted even though they're older than her parents. Mion gave Kasai a look as he tapped on the door. The waitress who had been waiting behind the door started bringing out the drinks.
おいさん、一体これは何のつもりっすかね。
さてね。
I have no
ここは
idea.
舌鼓を打たせてもらいましょう。
Just enjoy your last meal.
Joke her about to die.
Let's just fuck it, we're balling. Then she continued for a while. Mion made the waitress and the other members of the Sonozaki family leave the room, and only soon Oishi and his subordinates, Mion, Akane, Kasai, were left in the room.
さて、今日はどういうお話ですかね。
Akane nodded barely,
本日
speaking.
は皆さんとの間に生じている誤解について解かせていただきたく、このような場を設けさせていただきました。
ほう、誤解と
Sorry,
申
my
しま
mother
すと。
just
発
snuck
端
up
は
on me
とても
because
さまつで
the
ござい
game
ます。
is...
ここにいる葛西が竜宮レナとの個人的事情により会見を求めたの
You
で
Rena
す。よ
dropped
って
something and once
この度の
Kasai...
件は葛西達義と竜宮レナ個人間のこと、園崎組は関与しておりません。
You said, Jesus, what do you get in?
個人的事情
Come
っ
in
て
here.
何ですかね。
It's just thinking
片
like
桐の竜宮さん
fucking
と
Shion in the corner.
極道の葛西さんにどういう個人的
You're not
な
supposed to
関係
be
が
here.
っていうんです。
葛西
And then Shion commits a red wedding.
はい。
Yes,
先月
all my
なら
enemies
ご説
gathered
明
up
させて
in
いただ
one
きます。
place. The other police officer were happy to meet Rena at the coffee house in Okonomiya. But then Rena found something lost there and she offered to bring it back to him.
ちょいと無理がご
That's the
ざいま
worst
せん
excuse
か
I've ever heard in my
ね。
life.
まあ100歩譲って落とし物の
Well, I'm
話
just
を
trying
信
to
じて
find the
もいい
girl
です
that
よ。
said that she dropped my
ちょい
wallet.
とおかしくないです
Found
か
my wallet.
ね。竜宮レナを探して組の若い連中が動員されてるって聞いてますよ。
それに関しましては、この私めの手落ちでございます。竜宮レナさんが遅くになっても帰宅されないのを家人が心配されていたので、繁華街で見かけていることがないかどうか若い者に聞かせたのですが、その際に手違いがありましたようで。
おうおうおう、ちょいと待ってくださいよ。こんな割烹まで呼び出してそのヨタ話を信じ
Well, I
ろ
know
って。
Oshi's like, well, here's my bullshit you have to believe. I know what's really going on. Parasites. And everyone just, all the Sonozakis just look around and go like, what?
Yeah. What?
Oh, okay. You know what? We're not going to
おい
war with
さん
this guy.
まあまあ
Officers with hot tempers pair of each other who are actually good at calming them down, just like how Yakuza do. Oishi backed off with a grin. Kumagai took over and continued from there.
それで園崎家さんはどうおっしゃりたいわけですか。竜宮レナと葛西達義の個人的問題だから民事に介入するなとおっしゃりたいわけで、そういうわけにはいきません。竜宮レナは警察で保護させていただきます。
You opened my mouth for the first time in a while.
警察は竜宮レナを保護なさる理由をお聞かせください。
そりゃ決まってるじゃないかよ。あんたらが狙ってるからだよ。
Oishi answered bluntly. Mia remained nonchalant. What's made him all the more annoyed?
はい。
どうして東方が竜宮レナを狙っているとお思いで？
そりゃあんたの胸に聞きゃいいだろう。ご自分のその胸に。
おいさん、本日は皆さんの誤解を解くための会合です。もちろん耳を貸されないのもまたご自由かとは存じますが、聞いた方がさぞかしよろしいかと思いますよ。
ほう。我々が何の誤解をしていると？
竜宮レナの持っている高野美代のスクラップ帳についてある重大な誤解をされております。
Notice the special grew stern all at once. All of a sudden she had gone straight to the point.
竜宮レナの保護は彼女が高野美代のスクラップ帳を持っているからなのではございませんか？
The way she had subordinates glare back at her without saying a word, making it obvious that her guess was right.
葛西
Kind of gave a look, left the room. However, he shortly returned, carrying a black suitcase. Everyone in the office assumed there were a tremendous amount of money in the suitcase, so the families trying to buy them off. Kasai opened it and showed the contents to the police. Hey, it's the scrapbooks. Can we please stop calling them
高野美代の
scrapbooks?
スクラップ帳です。
They're notebooks.
残念ながら竜宮レナに手渡したと思われるものは含まれておりません。これを本日の魚にいたそうかと思います。
中身を拝見させていただいても構いませんか？
ええ、どうぞ。お話はそれを読んでいただいた後で構いません。
First
必要
page
で
she
したら
opens.
人払いもさせましょう。
Open the first page. It's just
俺には及び
aliens
ま
in
せん。
all caps. I'm like, maybe I made a mistake believing Rena.
それらは高野
Puts
美代
on
の死亡
fucking
の際
latex
に
gloves to
沖
open
宮
the...
の自宅から発
I
見した
guess
も
no
のです。
fingerprints on the evidence. But she has simply such a page of a well-thumbed scrapbook.
これ間違いなく高野美代のなんでしょうね。
間違いありません。
おいさん、もしこれらに類するものを竜宮レナが持っているとするなら、
おそらくは竜宮レナが持つスクラップ帳もそれらに類する内容でしょう。
Always she looks stunned by the contents of the scrapbooks. She stared, turned the pages faster, then closed the scrapbook roughly.
ここにあるスクラップ帳。
This is a
全部
load
が
of
こんな中身なんですか？
barnacles!
ええ、そうですよ。納得ゆくまでご覧ください。
Took one scrapbook from the suitcase after another and flipped through the pages roughly.
おいさん、こんなのめちゃくちゃです。たちの悪いオカルト小説ですよ。冥界と現世が激突して霊魂が流入した？これを証拠として採用しろって言うんすか？
ああ、そっちは
I'm getting demoted.
俺のは
I'm getting
地底人の仕業って書いてあるよ。
What about classified weapons of the Nazis? What about the legacy of the Mu continent? This one's by Ozzy, the mysterious creature. Onega Fushi.
おそらく竜宮レナが持つスクラップ帳には皆さんもよくご存知の寄生虫
There's
説が
something
記
in
さ
that
れ
swamp.
て
You
いるの
cannot
だろう
convince
と
me
察し
otherwise.
ます。
That is going to kill all of you one day. Please were dumbfounded. They were seen. The other officers shooting glasses.
Mio Takano was a flat earther.
No. Play that one Smiling Friends clip. Like, it's just Moishi and Mion in space. I'm like, oh my god. Oh my god. No one can know about this. All those crappy occult novels.
Nobody.
Why did I believe that? What should be done?
The real twist of Higurashi. Mio Takano was just full of shit.
Oh, I'm so glad I'm retiring soon, because otherwise I'd be fucking fired. The only one scrapbooks after she had. Let's talk on the other scrapbooks was killed! Because those two reasons believe the cult B novel. Oh, by the way, we're gonna talk about that. Why did you go into her house after she died? Well, so it was mysterious that he was how before he retired. The combination of numbers of the factors made Takano's ridiculous theory become highly credible to him.
いくつかお聞きしたい。高野美代はどうして？
高野美代についても富武二郎についても当家では一切関知しておりません。
そりゃそう言うだろうな。自分のことを嘘つきという嘘つきがこの世にいるわけはない。
あらあら大石さん、当家で始末したなら死体が出るとお思いで。
Yeah, more a cold smile. He had said too much.
We're professional.
Connie cleared her throat, condemned the statement that made me shut her mouth. Then she glared at the young successor. You knew she was. Fuck, she was right.
じゃあ、竜宮レナをなんで追ってるんだよ。
初めから追ってい
Yeah,
な
my
いと
friend's
申
having a
し上げて
mental
おり
breakdown
ま
over
す。
these. I
確か
kind of
に
need to
そう見
admit
え
her
て
to
し
a
まう誤
hospital.
解が生じたことは
Do you think that we would
こ
really
ちら
just
のミスです。
beat a dude
そ
to
の点
death
に
with
つきま
sticks
し
in the
て
middle
は
of the street
私
and then
よ
leave
り
him there?
お詫びさせていただきます。
Let me worry she take Rena's
Yes,
solution
standard.
seriously, collapse one by one. Mia and I kind of look at each other. They must have decided to let Kane speak. She did so firmly.
当家からのお願いを申し上げさせていただきます。当家ではこのような世まいごとの内容に踊らされて警察と事を交えるのは望むところではありません。伝え聞くところでは県警防隊本部の三海氏が公安部と調整をされていると聞いております。何かのさまつな口実をきっかけに当家に関連する全てに対し一斉捜査を入れられるおつもりとか。
This had been at Oshio's request. Oishi took Rena's story seriously. It was a research facility that was developing the parasite. It was intended to use proof of the potential bioterrorist attack. We had no idea where to start looking, so he conducted simultaneous raids in the facility. Sonozaki family owned the entire prefecture, the cooperation. Look at the EDA clinic. Nobody circumstantial evidence would anyone have to get their cooperation. That PubSec doubted Oishi's source because they hadn't heard of potential terrorist attacks. They trusted their information network. She took advantage of his long career and his old friends. He managed to get them to cooperate. Oh, fuck. You realize he was completely wrong.
当家もダム戦争の当時はいろいろとご迷惑をおかけいたしましたが、すでに昭和も60年代を前にし、時代の移り変わりを感じております。そんな中、当家もまた弱きを助け、強きをくじく人侠団体でありながらも、時代に即した平和的な路線を模索しているところです。そんな中、警察の一斉捜査を頂戴しては、手前どもの面目が丸つぶれでございます。
あんたんとこの面目なんて知ったことじゃないよ。叩きゃ誇りが出るんだ。
By the end of it, Oishi
一斉捜査は決行しますよ。
He's like, I get it.
誇りが出れば結構ではございますが、出なかった場合、いくら大石さんといえど、決して軽んじれない責任問題に発展するかと存じますが。
上等だよ。うちと全面戦争するか。
Alright, calm down there, Buckaroo.
それをお望みでしたら、それもまたよろしいかと。どうかお気が済むようお仕事をなされてくださいませ。当家はいつでも受けて立ちますので。
Kana Sonozaki didn't betray Oishi's expectations. Our right to become successful was taken away. Akane had been through a lot more than Mion. Oishi couldn't back out now. But he knew it was a fight he probably couldn't win. Kumagai butted in and tried to calm him down. Alright, chill the fuck down, bro! Let's just go home.
双方の友好の証として、そのスクラップ帳を皆さんに献上いたします。そのスクラップ帳があれば、まだ高野美代を出しに矛先を引っ込めることもできましょう。
These scrapbooks prove how ridiculous Mio Takano's theory was. Takano was dead anyway. Wish he could show these scrapbooks and instead he folded. He still couldn't pretend the whole raid thing never happened. That's why today's episode is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends! Damn, you didn't play off the bit. Staff in section were exactly fond of him. If he made such a huge mistake right before his retirement, people who are looking for a chance for revenge will cut his pension with glee. Not his pension! It was multiplying his base salary by a certain number. They cut his base salary, there's no way to avoid a big reduction.
Oi-san.
Also, the Bloods of Innocence. Yeah, that should probably have, maybe be the bigger concern about all-out war.
あとはクマちゃんに任すわ。
I'm gonna go cry in the
飲みすぎ
police
ちゃった
car.
みたいです。私はちょいと縁側で夜風に当たってます。
Don't come looking for me for another hour.
失礼。
But she so quickly left the room, making a lot of noise as he walked.
Please never speak a word of this ever again.
Oh, it's gonna be I'm telling this until I retire. Oh. But Kumagai opened his mouth.
園崎家さんの言い分は了解いたしました。警察としても一斉捜査が及ぼす各業界への影響は本意ではなく、それによって小競り合いを誘致することもまた本意ではありません。よって市内の平穏を維持するため、今後とも警察と園崎家で連携していくことを確認したいと思います。よってこの度の一斉捜査は見送らせていただきます。
ありがとうございます。園崎家当主お領に代わりまして、深く御礼申し上げます。
約束に従い、このスクラップ帳は警察でお預かりします。それ
Business
から
mode,
条
for
件が
lack of a better word.
賜ります。
Business mode,
1
when
点目
she's
は
like a dragon.
この場にないスクラップ帳を園崎家が入手した場合、速やかに警察に提出すること。2点目はリュウグウレナの身柄を確保した場合、速やかにその身柄を警察に引き渡すこと。
2点目は認められません。リュウグウレナは妄想に取りつかれた一少女に過ぎません。当家で速やかに身柄を確保した上で、しかるべき治療を受けられる医療機関を手配します。これは当人の権利でもあります。
その点につきましては当方も主張を引けません。当方には高野殺しを含めてリュウグウレナに尋問する権利があります。重要参考人としてです。容疑者としてではありません。
Kind of whispered to Mion. Mion turned, nodded, and began to speak.
わかりました。2点目の条件を了承します。ただし、当方からも条件を追加します。リュウグウレナの権利保全のため、当家から弁護士を派遣します。リュウグウレナへの尋問はすべて弁護士立ち会いの
Look,
もとで
Rena,
行
all
う
you have to
こ
do
と
is not
了
bring
解し
up
ました。
two people you murder. It's completely
ただし、一
unrelated.
点確認を。園崎家からの弁護士が意図的に派遣されないことによる妨害は認めません。警察はリュウグウレナの身柄を確保した後、直ちに尋問を開始します。
当家も問題ありません。ただし、リュウグウレナの身柄確保時には直ちに当家へ連絡をすること。
可能な限り早く連絡するようにいたします。
Kanekaden.
尋問をあらかた終えてから電話されても困ります。身柄を確保した時点でご連絡をお願いします。ここいらは互いを信頼した上での善意の取り決めでございます。どうか夢保護にされることがないようよろしくお願い申し上げます。
わかりました。双方による善意の取り決めです。遵守に誠心誠意努力いたします。
Akane and Kumagai glared at each other for a moment. Surprisingly, Kumagai was very calm. He was always in the shadows of Orishi, but he was loud and noisy, but he had much guts as his superior did. He should go taking care of matters in a rough and threatening kind of way, but Kumagai was good at negotiations like this. Being ended, the police stood up for the seats, and tension in the room finally ceased. The side put out scrapbooks and suitcase and handed it to Kumagai. Kumagai looked at Kasai, nodded lightly, and took off what was offered him.
イタリー製の最高級カバンです。今日のお土産に含まれますので、どうかお持ちになってくださいませ。
いえ、お約束ではスクラップ帳のみをお預かりすることになっております。カバンは後日、園崎組事務所へお返しに伺わせていただきます。それでは失礼します。園崎家当主お涼さんにもどうかよろしくお伝えください。
Office left after bowing to Mion. Make sure the police had left the hallway. Mion sighed heavily and finally let go of her attention. Put her feet on the floor, flapping the rim of her skirt.
いやー、肩が凝っちゃったよ。お母さんがやってくれればよかったのに。
バカだね。あんたの方が肩書きが上なんだよ。こういうのは年じゃなくて肩書きなの。葛西、中井に行ってビールでも持ってこさせて。あと外の若いのも呼び入れて何か冷たいのを振る舞ってやりな。
ビールだけでよろしい
Anyway,
ですか？
speaking of my friends having weird
Ah,
mental
この子はダメ
breakdowns,
だ
I
ね。
should probably tell you what
オ
happened
レ
at
ンジジュ
school
ースでも
today.
頼みな。
My friend Keiichi was talking about like
子供
he
扱い
killed
して
me, was apologizing, and then he just
全然
left.
大人扱いしてもらっ
It's
て
really
ない
weird.
よ。
Can
い
you
く
can
つ
you
に
like
なっても
look
で
out
っ
for
か
him
い
for
子
to
供だ
leave?
よ。あんたはそれはそうと今回の一件お父さんがだいぶ手回ししてくれてるんだよ。よーく感謝しときな。葛西もね。あんたも片木と会うときはもうちょい気を利かせな。
みっともない限りです。
しかしさ、あの大石をコケにするとはレナちゃんもやるじゃない。あんたの友達はつくづく大物が多いね。
She's very sick right now, and she
今度
needs
ぜひ
help.
母さん
Please
にも
don't make a
紹介
joke
して
about this
よ。
right now, Mom.
お芝居でも一緒に見に行きたいね。葛西、今度レナちゃんに会ったらぜひそう伝えておいてよ。その時また物騒な話を吹き込むんじゃないよ。
もちろん分かってます、姉さん。
With that, they successfully dispelled the magical power of Takano's scrapbooks. The whole mess shouldn't grow any larger, unless Rena or Keiichi does something stupid. Knowing them, they will.
More like something awesome.
Oh my god, what, we're still going?
Yeah. Long chapter.
No, that was the second sub-chapter break. The first one ended after... Right before
no.
the... Okay, well, I guess we're going.
Yeah.
Saw a shadow person need a porch.
Two
Could be
breaks.
so late. Wait, did Keiichi actually just continue with school for the rest of the day, acting like nothing just fucking happened?
Yeah, just like, okay, anyways. Got that homework, huh?
Oh, she was like, oh right, I did assign homework, and everyone just looks at glares at him like, ah, fuck me.
He's the kid that brings up the homework.
Alright, maybe I should die tonight for this. Just standing there. She's been asking herself whether to ring the doorbell or not. How long has she been hesitating in front of my door? Looks like she even standing here was giving her a hard time. She looked very tired. I ran down the stairs, put my sandals on, and rushed out of the house. It looked surprised to see me, even though I came out after making a lot of noise.
Rena! Rena!
Keiichi, I am right next to you!
You're really out of shape, bro.
She looked confused to see me a moment, and she soon glanced downward and looked sad again.
お前いつからここに突っ立ってたんだよ。
わかんない。夕方ちょっと過ぎくらいからだったと思う。
I must have been staying somewhere outside for the last 2 days, at the very least. It was like she'd been camping for fun. She stayed high tension the whole time, believing that someone was trying to kill her. And I looked utterly exhausted. She had taken care of the deep scratch she made on the neck the other day with some large band-aids. Band-aids had cute pictures, but that only made the wound on the neck look more painful. Plus, some band-aids soaked with blood on her arms and body too. So she made them herself. More scars than she had last night.
とにかく中に入ろう。この2日間ろくなものを食べてないんだろ。
Also, you stink! Take her to her house. She refused her vague expression on her face. It was that she wouldn't go in the house. More like she had to refuse because she thought she didn't deserve it.
もうね、ダメなの。今のこの瞬間も私の全身の中でウジ虫がうごめいてて、かゆくてかゆくて溢れ出しそうなの。
なあレナ、多分それは何かの病気なんだ。とりあえず今夜は俺の家で休んで、明日の朝一番で監督の診療所へ行ってみないか。監督ならレナの微妙な立場を分かってくれるから、 誰にも内緒で診察してくれるよ。
もうダメ。自分でもわかるんだよ。富武さんがどういう最後を遂げたか。今ははっきりとわかるの。私は必死にそれを我慢しているだけ。
Must take some given everything that's happening. She must have some incredible willpower right now to not claw out her entire body with what she's feeling. Hell, but someone try to give her hand, it looks like the hand of the devil. Some kind of disease, what a horribly depressing disease it was.
私ね、どういう最後になるかわからないけど、多分もうそんなに長くないと思うの。
そんなことねえぞ。無敵の部活メンバー竜宮レナがそんな程度でくたばるかよ。
Keiichi, her body hasn't had proper rest for like how many dadays now?
私死んじゃう前に
I don't think her chances are pretty good, to be honest.
謝る？何をだよ。
私昨日すごくいけないことを言って圭一君を傷つけた。
You know what we talked about her last night? She trusted me, but when Oishi-san told me about my past, she felt betrayed. And after that, everything I did out of goodwill seemed like the opposite to her. I know what it was like. I once felt the same way about you, Rena.
私もね、昔引っ越してくる前、とても悪いことをしていた。いっぱい。
そうか。そうなんだ。
圭一君みたいにおもちゃの鉄砲で撃つのなんかと比べ物にならないよ。金属バットで頭が割れちゃうくらいに殴った。みんな大怪我だった。他にもね、学校のガラスとかいっぱい割って歩いたり、それからね。
I know. But I don't care about any of that. You did that before you moved here. That's why you stopped being Rena, Ryugu, and became Rena after you moved here, right? Rena. Great, John. My best friend is very kind, thoughtful, and fun. That's the most important thing. I don't care who you were before.
ね、私ももっともっといっぱい悪い。圭一君のこと仲間じゃないなんていう資格全然なかった。
それは俺もなんだ。俺も最初レナの過去のことを聞いて恐れた。
What I'm learning, the moral of today's episode is everything is Oishi's fault. Last, sadly, she seemed shocked that she knew about her history when she thought I didn't.
でもだからなんだよって思ったぜ。引っ越してくる前にレナがどんな大悪党だとしたって、それでレナはいろいろと泣いたり笑ったりしながら人生を積み重ねてきて、それでひなみ沢に引っ越してきて誰にも恥じなくていい生活をしてるじゃねえかよ。前の町で悪いことがあったとしたってレナはそれを悔いているならどうでもいいことだったんだよ。その結果竜宮レナってやつが尊敬できる人間に成長できたならどうでもいいことだったんだよ。
I should have noticed it earlier. Rena is Rena. That's why she's Rena to Ryugu. Couldn't understand that simple thing when she said she wasn't Rena.
レナも聞いたろ。俺も悪いやつだった。バカだったんだ。なんてバカなことをしたんだと後悔した。だから引っ越しは人生をもう一度やり直すいい機会だと思ったんだ。だから俺はひなみ沢では自分で自分が好きになれる前原圭一だったと思ってる。それはレナもなんだろ。茨城でどういう生活だったかなんて関係ない。ひなみ沢にいる竜宮レナが大事なんだ。だから竜宮レイナが何者だろうと俺には全然関係ないことだったんだ。
そうだよね。そうだよね。
新しい自分をやり直せる機会は何回あったっていいんだ。そんな機会があるから俺たちは何回も失敗しながら傷つきながらもっと大好きになれる自分を探してさまよえるんじゃないかよ。人生に一度や二度のつまずきなんてつきものなんだ。だからそんなのにへこたれないで 俺たちはどんどん成長していかなくちゃいけないんだ。だからそんなたくましい人の膝に残るかさぶたを見ておぞましく思うなんて最低のことだったんだよ。
I don't know how many times you fall. When you go through a lot of pain, you can be kinder to others. So I don't need to know your past, and if I did, it shouldn't change the way I treated you. But we were fools. We couldn't understand that until we went through things like ourselves. Mion knew that from the beginning. We were such fools. We hurt each other and made each other cry.
だから竜宮レナはこれまでも今もそしてこれからも
In honor of that, I
いつま
will
で
remove
も
all the
俺の
eyes
最
from
高
my
の
name.
仲間だ。
I am now
レナが辛い時きっと俺が助けるから俺を信じてくれ。
ありがとう。ケイチ君を信じるよ。
How's it going?
Thank you. You probably mean to lie, but I know she didn't trust me from the bottom of her heart. Or it didn't reach her. She's tired, man. She's just, I think she's at her limit. You can't really blame her anymore. Kept hitting her with a bat. Still didn't reach me. Alright, let's just get this over with. Stab me over and over again.
もう多分長くない命だと思うけど、こんな素敵なケイチ君がいるひなみ沢を救うために頑張るよ。
No, Rena.
奴らなんかにこの村を乗っ取らせない。みんなで楽しく過ごしていた日々を取り戻すために私は戦うよ。奴らの陰謀を必ずやっつけてみせるから。
She said that she trusted me, but she didn't understand anything I was saying. I kept telling her that the conspiracy was Takano-san's solution. It wouldn't reach her.
ありがとう、ケイチ君。レ
knock her
ナを
out.
許してくれて。
I do forgive you. So please forgive me for what I did to you.
きっとひなみ沢を救う。だからケイチ君、力を貸して。ケイチ君だけは信じられる。ケイチ君となら救えると思ってる。
レナ
You know how bad a corner I was driven into. If it was her, I'd be walking around with a baseball bat, thinking every single person around me was my enemy. Rena cared about me so much that I saw her as my worst enemy.
I already do that.
But Rena, you still trust me, even though you were driven to this bad of a corner. I couldn't understand what you were saying. Being a deaf while you kept telling me to trust you. But you're different. You still trust me?
Still different.
You are so...
どうして泣いてるの？
許してくれ許してくれ。俺はもう絶対にレナを裏切らないから。レナのことを信じるから。だから許してくれ。
何のことを言ってるのかよくわかんない。ケイチ君はいつもレナのことを信じてくれてるよ。だからレナもケイチ君のことを信じてる。信じていいんだよね。ケイチ君だけはレナを信じてくれるんだよね。
Tears fell from my eyes. Sobbed and nodded again to her answer. Tears welled up in Rena's eyes too. For I knew we were putting on for us together with tears in our eyes.
あのね、私ね、この戦いを終わらせる方法を見つけたの。
本当か？
うん。勝ち目のほとんどない方法だけど、私にできる一番の抵抗だと思う。
レナ、それがどんな方法かは知らないけど、それが終わった後、俺たちはみんなでまた楽しかった元の日々に戻れるんだよな。戻れるんだよな。そうじゃなくちゃ嫌だ。俺はお前をこの場から行かせない。
大丈夫だよ、ケイチ君。元の幸せな日々に戻るための起死回生、逆転の最後の一手なんだから。
And that's why I'll be arming this nuclear bomb. How did you get that? With a delusion and with a delusion. Encouraged her too much, she's twisted into an attack on her. It was like that at the time. Took Rena's goodwill as a complete opposite thing. So he stopped denying her story. This was Rena's battle. It was a lonely battle. She had to fight against her own delusion. The more we tried to help her, the more we drove her into her corner. But I will always be there for you, for her. When she needed, she could reach me. So don't fuck this up, Keiichi. Sorry, Catch.
俺は最後の瞬間までレナの味方だからな。絶対にレナの味方だからな。
I told her to trust me. I know she couldn't right now. I knew that's her words. Those her words anyway. But if you couldn't believe them, you might try to smash my head in. I say those words. I kept saying them until I die.
ありがとう、ケイチ君。明日でね。きっと全部終わるの。きっと私たちは勝つよ。そしたらまたみんなで楽しく部活をしよう。みんなで。私たちが一番楽しかった時を取り戻そう。
Although she wished her getting her happy times so badly, I couldn't get rid of the darkness that controlled her mind.
じゃあ私はこれで行くね。明日の準備があるから。
Tells you if I didn't want to let her go. When I go stop her, I had to grab her arm. But I couldn't stop her like that. Grabbed her arm, she wouldn't trust me anymore.
待てよ、レナ。明日の準備って。
内緒。ケイイチ君に協力してもらうこともあるかもしれないけど、その時はレナを助けてね。
ああ、当然だぜ。
Not so strongly she could tell this was I was still on her side. But I didn't know where come from behind victory meant at this point. Come from behind victory? What the fuck does that even mean? We had the house of Sonozaki family, which she thought she was our enemy. I called me on to warn her after Rena left. Yeah, laughed bitterly and said, "Why does everyone want us to be the bad guys so much?" But she understood the situation. God damn it! You want Shion? Go do whatever you want. Yippee! She
本
starts
当
the
に
murder
最後の
spree.
最後まで行ったらそれも仕方ないかもな。でもレナを信じたいんだ。最後のギリギリまで。あいつはこんなに心が追い詰められても俺をまだ信じるだけの心の強さがあるんだ。俺とは違う。だからきっとレナは妄想に打ち勝てるはずなんだ。
最近ケイちゃんとリカちゃんが何を言ってるのかおじさんちょっと分かりかねるんだよな。なんか最近ヘビーなことでもあったわけ？
You could say he happened lately in a way. It got me on a couple days after the festival.
悪いな。意味のわかんない話ばっかりしちゃって。それよりレナのこと見損なったりしないでくれ。な。
そんなわけないよ。誰だってたまには心が風邪をひく時があるって。レナのこれもその程度のこと。まあちょいと熱は高いみたいだけど、すっきりケロッと治ってすぐに笑い話になっちゃうって。ケイちゃんが思ってるほど事態は悪くなってないよ。大石の大バカ野郎は自分の誤解を認めた。例の件は発生自体にも気づいてない。だからこのままレナの空騒ぎでしたってことで決着できる。
そうなのか？空騒ぎで決着できそうなのか？
そういうことで決着させんのが園崎本家次期当主のミヨン様の手腕じゃないの。某料亭でね、大石とおじさんが1対1で対談してちゃんと誤解を解いてきたわけよ。大石はタジタジ。いやー、おじさんもなかなかやるね。
You know, back by her achievement, laughing loudly. Could tell she was exaggerating a little. Anyway, compared to the sense of pending doom Rena seems to be feeling, the others seem to be taking it rather easy. All up to Rena now. She understands she should go back to peaceful world. I just hope she doesn't do anything extreme tomorrow. I mean, what damage could one little girl even do by herself with just a hatchet? All right, right, Griffin. Right. You're not saying anything. Maybe she's getting a peaceful life.
Let's feed the cat.
No.
Yeah.
She's not gonna do anything rash, is she?
More like radical.
Oh dear God. Last night. She's just sick right now. Get the very distinct feeling that something bad is going to happen. Hey, Griffin. No, I'll save. Alright. Last night.
もう明日なのです。ん？ああ、私たちの命日。今回も同じ顛末なのです。そうかしら。
I don't know, I
よ
think
く似て
Keiichi.
るけど、いろいろと違うとこ
I
ろもあった
believe
な。
in Keiichi.
ケイチ、
Uh,
前のことを覚えて
Nika,
たし。
you're putting all your
そんなことはあ
what
りえ
fish
ない
in
の
one
です。
barrel?
覚えているわけ、いや、知っているわけはないのです。あんたが絶対にありえないと言ってくれればくれるほど、じゃあこれは本当に奇跡なんだって思えるわね。どうせ今回もおしまいです。おしまいかしら。もうすぐ終わる。全部終わる。そう、日暮らしの泣く頃に。
She said it! She said it! She said it! When you die 100 times, even if a miracle happens, you get a 6 strikes at 3 times in a row, the total average out in the end. That's a fact of statistics. But when you throw a die 100 times, the normal number will range from 100 to 600. The more you throw, the greater likelihood no one says anything about being math today. But the truth is, the more you know, the more possible outcomes you create. There are 500 different futures you create by throwing a die 100 times. There are five.
Whenever I was gone. What she said? What? What she said?
When
Higurashi.
Higurashi no Nakakura ni
Ah.
taught me how to not waste
Oh,
effort
no,
kept
not really.
throwing the die. Don't give it to something like an average.
イラつく背中を見せるわね。どうせ今回もダメだろうって、そういう哀愁でいっぱいよ。
God,
私だ
mysterious voice in my head, stop being such a
どう
fucking
せダメ
doomer.
だろうと思ってる。でもね、最後のサイコロを投げるまで私は諦めない。圭一が教えてくれた。今回は何かが違うの。だからそれを信
Something's
じて
gonna be
ね。
different this time.
リカは
Somehow, it's gonna be
本
very
当に
worse.
強いのです。まあね、あんたよりはずっと若いし。
I'm trying to fucking sleep!
み
Sorry.
こんな時間に起きてて、夜更かしはダメでございましてよ。ごめんなさいなのです。寝苦しかったので星を見ていただけなのですよ。もう寝ますです。そうなさいませ。おやすみリカ。おやすみなのです、さとこ。
Oh boy. We have 2 chapters left, so I don't think things are gonna end as differently as everyone hopes to. But will Keiichi find a solution to break this endless cycle of apologies and hatred and torment? Or is someone gonna do something that's gonna make anything more fucked up and we're gonna have to deal with it next chapter?
Yes.
Until then, have a gay old time, y'all. Peace.